Hey guys, my name is Mark Melanson, aka Rock Solid Tattoos on Instagram. I own Dark Art Tattoo Collective located in Ahwatukee, Arizona. What got me in the tattooing is as an early child, I was always in the art and I wanted to, progress into something that I can have forever as far as me seeing other people doing it. Um, it was more of an inspiration, and back then there wasn't a lot of people that had tattoos, so I actually looked up to it, and I was inspired for sure. So seeing that, I always knew that I wanted to be a tattoo artist. So I had a couple buddies, they were scratching and they opened up this little tattoo shop in the swap meet. And I remember going there, ditching school and going to see everybody getting tattooed and getting jealous that I was so young that I couldn't. So my apprenticeship was, it was about 2 years long. I was very dedicated. They had me working 7 days a week for about 15 hours a day, and I was running 3 shops altogether. And I was open to close, scrubbing tubes, which a lot of people don't know about these days because everything's disposable. But it was a lot of hard work, and back then there wasn't a lot of people that were in this industry tattooing. So bikers, people out of prison. And I would say I had, a pretty rough apprenticeship, but I got through it because I was dedicated, and it turned out to be a great thing for me in my career. So with some of those hardships about apprenticing back then, scrubbing tubes is basically a lot of ink that was already dried up in these tubes where people are already getting tattooed by them. So I'd have to sit there, scrub out all the ink, and then I'd have to clean them, bag them, and then autoclave them. So you're talking about between each day, every shop, you're talking 60 to 80 tubes that I had to do. And I remember this one time, this guy, he ended up messing with me and playing a joke, and he's like, "Hey man, what's your favorite color?" After I got done with 60 tubes, and I told him, "Oh, it's my favorite color is green." So he ended up just spilling green all over him. So I had to re-clean all of these damn tubes. But it wasn't too bad. It wasn't anything to cry about or be. I'm just fortunate that I got the opportunity to get where I am today. So when I graduated my apprenticeship, at that time in my life, my wife wanted to go to school. She wanted to be a nurse. So we made the decision to move back to Arizona and kind of put her through school and me working. And it was just, it got harder and harder in my career to find, artists that I looked up to or were inspiring to me to get into that tattoo shop, because not a lot of them gave me that opportunity. So I got very lucky when the people I did look up to gave me a shot finally. And so I was sitting there basically every day like a sponge and basically soaking up as much information as I possibly could. I think the way that I am today is I try to be a better artist and try to be very open-minded and try to consider the art possibilities, because in this industry, something like what we do every day is we're going to be learning till the day we die. So being open-minded and soaking up as much information as possible, I feel like if you're not learning, you're definitely going to fail yourself. So I'm trying to be a better person and a better artist every day. So during my career, as a tattooer, I've experienced a lot of, working for people or running their shops. And I kind of got to the point where I was kind of tired of their decisions, and not in a bad way. It's just I would rather see them go a different direction. So, you know, after so long, I ended up saving some money up, and I had a partner. We ended up, opening a dark art tattoo collective. So I made the decision as an artist to open up and as a business person, right? And it was very difficult to be a boss, but also be a tattooer and understand that there's two completely different ways to go about it. So being fair with your artist and making sure that they're taken care of and the love for them is everything to me, because I want loyalty, I want respect, and I also want to give them that opportunity to, make their own money, build their own goals, and just succeed as an artist and as a person in this industry. I would consider myself just an all-around artist, and any type of style that I compete with, I just try to have as much fun as possible. The reasons why I do conventions so much is, I've been in situations, in my career where I kind of didn't have that drive so much, but once I started hitting conventions, started traveling, it lit that fire under my ass to do better. And then when I started hitting awards, it was very exciting because I was competing against people that I was always looking up to in my career, and now it's competing against them was just everything, and then winning, I was ecstatic, where I was like, holy shit, this is my life now, and it would just got me more excited to do better and better and tattoo with these guys, and start knowing a lot of knowledge that they do so I can progress. As far as the way that I look at tattooing, back then it was a very sacred thing where a lot of people did not want to share any insight when it come down to techniques or how the industry worked, and so it was very hard to get in. But once you put that dedication in, you value it a lot, and it means everything to me. I happened to just like what I did at the time and tattooed, but I never thought that it would end up in a career for my life. But I'm glad that he did, because I have a family to take care of, I have kids, and seeing where it was to nowadays, I'm very excited, and I want it to keep pushing as much as possible. So do I take it very deep and have a lot of love for it? Absolutely. So it's one of those things where, like I said before, I will always be learning in this industry until the day I die, and I love that about that. And like I said before, the minute that you stop learning is the minute that you fail in this career, or you're too stuck up to learn and be open-minded from others, because this industry is constantly changing, and that's what the exciting part is about it. So that's what I love about tattooing. So the client Vinny that came in and got this Mortal Kombat piece, I met him. He wanted to, he had this idea to come in, schedule it out. And we kind of did a consultation, went over, exactly what he wanted. He was really wanting Raiden tattooed on him, and I told him, if you're serious about getting a Mortal Kombat sleeve, the best way to approach it is to give me a lot of creative freedom. That's how you're going to get the best quality out of it. And so we kind of ran with it that way. I've always loved Mortal Kombat also, so it was very exciting, and so when he said that he wanted full color, I love that idea. So what I did was I started looking up some references. I even watched, some movies back then, played video games, and tried to see the best references that I can get from it to design what he wanted, but also what I wanted to design for him. So it was a great experience. I think the colors of the tattoo definitely balanced off of each other, and it's easy to read. You know, he's a very great guy as far as easy going. I'd say in between 20 to 30 hours, you know, about 4 sessions. He does very good sitting, and there wasn't no like, oh, I'm hurting, I have to tap out, you know, nothing like that. The way that it went, we'd get to a certain point, and I'd kind of map out and structure the rest of it, so when he came back for his next session, I would get right back to where everything was, and it's already mapped out, and just keep it crawling up.
I guess it's just something I've always wanted. You know, I grew up with it, grew up playing it, wanted to do something bigger with it, and gotten the opportunity here to definitely blow it up and make it something I never thought it would be. It's actually been a really cool opportunity that I've gotten to do, because, you know, my first impression walking into his office, you know, was all the trophies I could see, you know, hung up all over the wall. And, you know, I thought, I was like, wow, you know, this guy kind of knows what he's doing probably. So I just, you know, schluckled up, and he's been really accommodating and helpful. And man, he's got a very artistic hand. So definitely the best thing that I have on my body right now. Yeah, I've been working every Saturday for like 2.5 months now. We've only had like 6 days off in between one. So just getting the money going, and, you know, having the money there. As long as the money's there, I'm sure, you know, I can get an appointment somewhere.
So the best way to book with me is message me on Instagram. My Instagram is rock_solid_tattoos, so it's rock solid tattoos. I do have, you know, the shop I do have the shop Dark Art Tattoo Collective. You can message us there and get a hold of me, and we'll do a consultation for further booking, and we'll see what's available for you and I.
Yes.